Hello everybody, here is our beginning to the end, I guess, going through 1-3, the Tower Knight's Archstone, and we're going to be going through just part of it in this video because it's actually a little long. We got invaded, there are a couple of minor complications, and that prolonged the video a little longer than we expected, but also, to be fair, this part of the level, this part of the game, is a bit longer as it's leading up to some of the harder and final bosses. We have the boss for 1-3, which is the Penetrator. There's a boss for 1-4. There are a couple of bosses that we're looking at after that, and if you're interested in helping us with those bosses, then please let us know because we really need the help. We have one person so far who has offered to help us, and we're looking at maybe doing some recordings and a run-through of 1-4 and going and taking down that boss maybe this weekend, and definitely next weekend we're going to be looking at making some more progress through. So if you're interested in helping us with that, then please let us know here on a comment or send us a message, or you can contact us on Tumblr, or if you have us on Skype, then you are welcome to leave us a message there. Also, if you know of somebody or if you personally are interested in helping us, we have info on our Tumblr about what level range you need to be in, about what we're trying to do, and how you can be a help to us. But having said that, let's actually get into the level itself. The first thing I'm doing is I'm picking up Kuro here. I'm going to summon him, and after a little bit of a wait, we're going to go ahead and go in, and the first thing that you're going to see is a cart full of restless little mongrels, but they're altogether pretty harmless, so I would ignore them because you're going to see me for a couple of minutes try to hit them in different areas with different ways, and I'm just not able to do it. There are 3 of the same items here, which are the Soldier's Soul that you can pick up and use for souls, and they're all the same, lying around this little dry fountain. Kuro pointed out to me that later on in the level there are assassin type of monsters and enemies that come out at you through little alleyways like this one here in the corner that he showed me, and so when you're going through the level, if you go past this part of the video and you're using this as a walkthrough or something like that, then please keep in mind that there will be enemies like that, and they will wait in the alleyways for you to pass by, and then they will come out behind you and attack you. Directly in the front of you as you come up these large steps, you're going to notice that there's going to be some flaming boulders that are going to come down at you, so please be careful to avoid those. Those are a nasty hit to take, and it's strongly suggested that you not take those. And then as you go further up the steps, you're going to trigger a cutscene, which will feature the Fat Official, which, now that you can see him in more detail, I don't know if the video is any clearer now that I'm recording off of the new monitor until I get the capture card, which should be ordered by the end of this week. The Fat Official is a rather creepy looking fellow, and not only that, but he seems to be fairly inconsiderate to the soldiers he has in his rank because he murdered one of them, shutting the gate. But because that gate is shut, we're going to have to go through the side. So going through into the little passageway past here, be careful because there's a horde of enemies, as the message may read if you find one like that, and they are fairly relentless in their attack. Because there are so many of them, you're going to see them all over the place. They're going to be ranged ones, there's going to be melee ones, and they're going to be up and down the steps, they're going to be across on little hide cubbyways and things like that. So have your shield up at all times as you go through this part of the level, because it's very important that you block yourself from attacks that you may not even expect coming if this is a new place for you. There is an item up there, but I'm in no position to get it here, and I'm mostly just following Kuro as we head through 1-3 and we try to get through to the first fog. There is an item here to the side, which is late moongrass, and I like that a lot of the healing grass items that you find here are bigger items. They're not crescent moongrass or late moongrass or full moongrass, and that's really helpful because if you get hit by something like that boulder that just went by, then it's a really big benefit to be able to heal like that. Some of the alleyways that we've mentioned earlier can be seen here, and in one of them is an item, so I go down here and I get that, and you can pick up a slave's shield, which is very useless. And by the way, here's one of the assassins that we mentioned that comes out from behind you and tries to attack you, and they drop some grass and weapons and things like that that you may find of use. Here, melee weapons are not very effective, because unless you want to run by and try to ignore the crossbowmen here, then you need to take them out, which will require the use of ranged attacks, magic attacks, bow and arrow attacks such as the ones that I'm using, and you will have to take out probably roughly half a dozen of these guys. And my aim is not very good, but it was good enough to take out these, and as you can see, they kind of replace themselves slowly. They have enough of them to replenish one row, and then after that they don't really do a whole lot. So while Kuro was distracting them and taking the brunt in the front with his shield, then I was able to take out maybe 4 or 5 of them, and then they began to move on. Once they realized that their numbers had dwindled, then they don't have any more business there. And so I was about to head up and go through the fog, but Kuro pointed out one thing to me. And before we show you that, you're going to see me take another couple of shots at the guys here, but they're moving. So once they start moving and they leave that little perch that they were on, then they're going to continue moving, and they're going to be moving further into the level where you'll see them in another cutscene later on. Before you go through the fog, there is one thing that you can do, which is in here you can pick up an item and get some grass, and then also further back in this room, there's a little doorway that you can see there, and there is a guy that you can buy some things from. He's a merchant, and you can get some things from him if you find it so necessary. So other than that, there's not much else that we can show you in this video, as it's just the first part. And then, again, if you're interested in helping us with the bosses of 1.4 or afterwards later on, just give us a comment or a message. And again, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe us, and we'll see you Saturday with our classic capture.